He's 3 wins away from 100 at Ohio, and he's going into his 14th season as the Bobcats head football coach, and he joins us now at Mid-American Conference Media Day in Detroit. He's Frank Solich. He's Rob Cornelius. I'm Russ Eisenstein. Coach, 14 years and 3 away from 100. When you got the job at Ohio, did you think that those numbers would be associated with your name in the green and white?
Well, you know, I never looked that far forward on a job. Whenever I take over a job, I've been at 4 schools in 50 years, so I have a tendency to stay and try to get the job done at where I'm at, and I've enjoyed it. It's been great. A lot of great people, a lot of great athletes, and the time has really flown by. It just doesn't seem like it's been now 14 years, and but they've been good years, good people, good players. I've got a great staff, and so it's been fun.
You are picked to win the East, and you are picked to win the MAC overall. What does that mean to you?
Well, you know, obviously where you end up at the end of the season is the most important thing, but I think it does show that you know, our players are respected in terms of their ability and what they're capable of getting done, and that our staff is respected, which is always good. You know, there's so many things that go into winning football games and to winning a championship that you just got to take them one at a time and see how it plays out. A lot of excellent schools in the MAC, and they all want the same ending, and they all want to get to the MAC championship game. So it's not going to be easy, but if we get a few balls that bounce our way, and you know, you don't have too many injuries at one given spot or another, you know, we should be in the mix of things.
Coach, big expectations, but last year the offense really stepped up. It was a really different team to watch a team would go score 38 or 40 or 45. Mm-hmm. Talk about that offense, and obviously it starts with Nathan Roy.
Yeah, you know, we should be very good offensively again this year. We've got a lot of guys coming back. I really like our offensive line. You know, Jake Prees, replacing him is not easy. But you know, we'll be able to put a very good football player in there. But you know, Jake, I think, had more snaps during last season than any other lineman. I mean, you just couldn't get him off the field, and so he was special in a lot of ways. But in terms of the other positions in the offensive line, you know, we've got really quality players that are coming back. So I think that'll be a real strong point for us. That's important, certainly for your running backs. It's also important for Nathan and Quentin at the quarterback spot. I think we're experienced at both those spots, which is critical. I really like our receiving core, maybe the best group of receivers when you go 5 or 6 deep that we've had in the program. So I'm counting on scoring points. You know, that's what I hope we'll be all about. Defensively, you know, we're going to have to replace the middle 4 guys. The 2 linebackers, Quentin and Chad, were special, man. And it won't be easy, but we have players that have backed them up, that have gotten considerable playing time and have shown the ability to be really good. We're going to have to replace a couple inside linemen. Again, you know, when you play in the interior line, it's not a situation where you just play 2 guys and that's it. We get a 4-man rotation usually going at least, sometimes a 5, and so we do have some guys that have played that spot that we think have talent and ability. They just got to keep getting experience and continue to grow at the position. But special teams should be really good. So we can have a good makeup in terms of an entire football team, but it's a long ways to the end of the season to see how this thing works out.
And hopefully we're back at Ford Field at the end of it too. You come into this season with all league and number 1 expectations for individuals and for your team overall. The offseason, did you see the fire and the passion that you wanted to see, particularly after the bowl win and rolling into the expectations that you have this year?
You know, this group's been special in a lot of ways. You talk to the support people in our program, and they seem to say that this group has shown as much leadership as any team that we've had at Ohio. And I believe that to be a fact. It's one of the reasons why we got 7 captains this year, because, you know, I think back in the old days, you know, maybe you worked a little bit on developing leadership, but maybe not as much as what coaches do now. And And so we've got a ton of leadership, and that's all been good in our winter conditioning. It's been great in our summer conditioning so far, and I think that'll carry on over into the season. So I think leadership can be special with this team.
It's that time of the interview where we ask Coach, what did you do this summer, Coach? Anything fun? Get to travel a little bit?
Yeah, to Dallas. Had a friend who contacted me about coming down, and we were in school around the same time, and he ended up going to the FBI. I went into coaching and went down there, and we did some good things, and enjoyed our time down there. It was hot.
You're in Texas.
104 degrees. Yeah. Our daughter and 2 grandsons were able to come out and went kayaking down the Hocking River and did a lot of other things while they were here. So got a chance to be around family some and friends some. So that was good.
Well, that's outstanding. It will be our 11th year as a duo working with you. We look forward to that. Thanks for the time as always, Coach.
All right, thank you guys.
And Coach, thank you. We'll see you back here downstairs hopefully in about 5 months.
All right, thank you.
That's head coach Frank Solich with Rob Cornelius. I'm Russ Eisenstein from Mac Media Day in Detroit. This is Bobcat TV.